Whoa up. You just stand up straight now and take the medicine like you've always so abrasively made others do. Keep idling way cool in them shoddy, supersized SUVs, sipping your overpriced lattes on the cell. Remain blind to the rest of the world as you stand alone, braying your bad English even louder. Think, you pathetic porcine morons have elected crews of phony lying bastards your entire lives. Hey, go ahead and get born again. In fact, why don't you just get reborn again bunches of times? Mouth those newly minted traditional family values drilled into you by their media mouthpieces. Step on up to those green and guilt free 300 horsepower 60K hybrid foreign crossover sucker. Right wing plutocrats fooled you so many times, yet you still believe you look down on them squishes. Just stay bent over. This takes some time, and you may feel like maybe a little bee sting up there. Now don't get rude, angry, or obnoxious. After all, you pre-approved it all at your refi closings. Don't forget your blanket endorsement of that secret inner circle of smirking neo-theocons. Yes, you gave those suave puppets control over every government branch, time and time again. So just quit trying to scapegoat them now and finally accept that you have only yourselves to blame. Did you check on your lovely daughter's virgin bed once more? For those missing WMDs? Maybe your under-the-table illegally gardener was selling enriched nuclear materials too. Why, you even believed those who claimed preemptively defensive liberations would be welcomed. You and your little friends swallowed that comic fantasy of paying for a war with their grateful oil. And with your dusty liberty at risk, you railed against a socialist welfare state from your couch. Please, direct your phony outrage up your overworked, simply pleasure-seeking sphincters. How about instead you give it up again for ruthless, cynical, and unilateral environmental policy? You know you want cheap gas, no matter what, so just keep on chanting. Drill, baby, drill. Isn't the trickle of new wealth draining down off the rich above, floating your boat up too? So let's see. All of a sudden you're like all up in arms after years of a placid and bovine acceptance. Look, it was too late when you thoughtlessly spent that first of too many liars' home equity loans. Now you swell up with a righteous indignation. Why, you stupid, pompous fools, just whoa up now. Hush up and go back to work so you can make that minimum payment on your credit card debt. Hey, you still heed their phony call for newer weapons and bombs and more troops every year. Take a good close-up look at their made-up, smiling, lying faces before they repo that rental HD TV. You like the homey jingles they taught those shiftless reborn alcoholic draft dodgers. Whose fault is it really that you're a lazy, ignorant, self-absorbed, unhealthy, and penniless chump? Stifle your whining so you don't choke on the huge and bitter pills that you must swallow at last. Diligently try to refocus on wasted shopping and really concentrate on their empty corporate sports. Don't get all like Huffy, as if you were so slickly conned that you couldn't have seen it coming. Fall asleep in front of the TV again as more of that waxy fat congeals inside your hardened arteries. Spare me and just do like them. Go take it up silently, in private, with your do-it-yourself savior. But don't even dwell on the mess you created as you gaze down on your precious sleeping children. Woe up now with that new consternation. You were part of the brain-dead majority every step of the way. You endorse printing money for unfunded, go-it-alone, cowboy crusader, exceptionist adventurism. You sat still as their oil firms made energy policy while funneling your gas cash over to the terrorists. On your back from the sofa, you laughingly approved their sarcastic denial of honest science. At last, you finally see we can't throw the sand high enough out of the hole you let them dig us into. Okay, so let's hear your reactionary plan to mistakes you so unthinkingly encouraged for decades on end. Old Humpty Dumpty lies there now, so why don't you just try and put him back together again, stud? Nah, just lay back for some more TV. You need lots of energy to suck up hard at work again tomorrow. There's probably a safe, quick, and inexpensive fix for this multi-trillion-dollar deficit anyway. And you're still too cowed by the hucksters to even think we spend way, way too much on the military. Yes, you let those homey libertarian oligarchic folks just run amok, and now you get to pay. Whoops, you bought all the smarmy copy their donors paid to have written for them to read to you. But you're still too tough to hug a tree and too smart to go into depth with them phony elitist squishes. And that old tax and spend is so tired and failed compared to the new borrow and mortgage. You supported wondrously unaffordable healthcare choices from their rigged marketplace. Your pitiful retirement savings are ransacked by those bailed out but unrelegated investment bankers. Frack, dude, don't get all like bent out of shape just because you can't afford to warehouse your mom. Don't worry, your ignorant, tattooed little darlings were born to take your place as world leaders. Just keep knee-jerking with that tried and true, it'll be too expensive and cost us jobs slogan. Know in your heart that exercise is a waste of time and raw veggies and whole grains just suck. This ain't the time to go flip-flopping either. Just try to hang on to that hateful nowhere job. Hey, home prices will be coming back, and you can count on that money for your golden years. In the meantime, there's lots of surefire, low-risk, high-return investments out there for you right now. Keep going with your gut on this grab for the gusto, live for today, buy now, pay later lifestyle. Yep, you led the high life on negative savings rates, financing your lifestyle on credit and equity. So now you can figure out how to strategically default on the mess they've got us in, fat boy. But remember, nothing short of total victory will satisfy the brave sacrifices of our loyal young troops. Maybe your savior has some more ideas. You best waddle off now and babble with him some more.